Welcome to District Command Central, your go-to source for the latest news and updates on the Washington Commanders. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the bell so you never miss a play. The NFL world is buzzing with what might be the most shocking news of the season, as reports swirl that Higgins, one of the most dynamic wide receivers in the league, is reportedly leaving the Cincinnati Bengals to join the Washington Commanders. The whispers started late last night, with insiders hinting at behind-the-scenes negotiations that could reshape the offensive landscape for both franchises. For years, Higgins has been a cornerstone of the Bengals' aerial attack, pairing with Ja'Marr Chase to create one of the most feared wide receiver duos in the NFL. Fans of Cincinnati are understandably stunned, as the news threatens to upend the chemistry that has driven the team's passing game. Analysts are speculating that the move could be financially motivated, with the Commanders potentially offering a deal too lucrative for Higgins to refuse. Social media is exploding with reactions ranging from disbelief to excitement, as fans try to imagine how this transfer might impact the balance of power in the NFC East. Even commentators who rarely engage in speculative reporting are cautiously hinting that the trade could be imminent, adding fuel to the fire of an already combustible rumor mill that has been lighting up sports talk shows and online forums alike, making it impossible to ignore. Sources close to the situation claim that the discussions have been ongoing for weeks, with both Higgins' camp and the Commanders' front office reportedly exploring every possible angle to finalize the deal. It's unclear exactly what prompted the shift away from Cincinnati, but insiders suggest that Higgins has been evaluating his long-term role in the team and the potential for championship contention elsewhere. The Bengals, for their part, are said to be negotiating intensely, unwilling to let one of their top offensive weapons walk away without extracting significant value in return. Meanwhile, the Commanders are reportedly preparing to restructure their receiving core, with Higgins' addition seen as a game-changing move capable of elevating the team from perennial underdog to legitimate contender. Coaches, scouts, and analysts alike are dissecting film, trying to envision how Higgins' skill set will integrate into Washington's offensive schemes, particularly in connection with their quarterback and play-calling strategies. The rumor has sparked endless debate over whether the Commanders are making a calculated risk or whether the move represents an unprecedented opportunity to redefine the team's identity, creating a sense of anticipation that NFL fans rarely experience outside of draft season or Super Bowl speculation. The tension is palpable, with every sports outlet scrambling to get the latest updates and insider confirmations before the story officially breaks, further fueling the feverish atmosphere surrounding this potential blockbuster transaction. Meanwhile, social media platforms have become a virtual battlefield, with fans from both Cincinnati and Washington weighing in on what this potential transfer could mean. Hashtags dedicated to Higgins and the Bengals Commanders saga are trending worldwide, with thousands of posts dissecting every nuance of the rumor, sharing historical parallels, and projecting possible statistical impacts. Fan polls are popping up across Twitter and Instagram, asking whether Higgins' move would guarantee playoff success for the Commanders or spell the beginning of a rebuilding era for the Bengals. Memes are circulating almost in real time, humorously imagining Higgins' first day at the Commanders' facility or his debut on the field in the iconic burgundy and gold. Sports talk shows are devoting entire segments to speculative analysis, inviting former players, coaches, and analysts to weigh in with educated guesses about contract details, chemistry with the quarterback, and how defenses might adapt. Even fantasy football enthusiasts are recalculating their season projections, considering how Higgins' change of scenery could alter the landscape of receiving yards, touchdowns, and overall team performance. This digital frenzy underscores the magnetic effect of the rumor, demonstrating that the potential shift of one player can ripple across the NFL ecosystem, influencing not only team strategy, but fan engagement, media coverage, and the cultural conversation around the sport at large. On the field, the implications are just as dramatic, with scouts highlighting Higgins' unique combination of size, speed, and route-running ability that could transform the Commanders' offensive playbook overnight. Analysts are noting that his ability to stretch the field and create mismatches against top-tier cornerbacks would give Washington a weapon they have long coveted, potentially forcing rival defenses to rethink their schemes. The Bengals, conversely, would face the challenge of compensating for the loss of a player who consistently made clutch plays and served as a reliable target in high-pressure situations. Coaches in both cities are reportedly holding strategy sessions to explore contingency plans, with Washington envisioning offensive formations that maximize Higgins' strengths while integrating seamlessly with existing personnel. Meanwhile, Cincinnati may pivot toward drafting or signing emerging talent, though insiders warn that replacing a player of Higgins' caliber is no simple task. The rumor has generated speculation about broader implications for the league, including potential domino effects on trades, free agency decisions, and playoff projections. Every aspect of the NFL conversation, from game day strategies to long-term franchise planning, is now colored by the possibility of this blockbuster move, making it one of the most captivating storylines of the current season. Adding further intrigue, sources hint that Higgins' decision may involve more than just football considerations, with personal and lifestyle factors reportedly playing a role in the potential move. Washington, a city with a rich sports history and a vibrant media environment, could provide a new platform for Higgins to expand his brand, both on and off the field. Sponsorship opportunities, community engagement, and national exposure are all factors that may have weighed into the discussions, creating a multifaceted picture of why this transfer, if confirmed, could be as strategic as it is surprising. Fans are speculating about Higgins' first impressions in the locker room, how he might bond with teammates, and how his leadership style could influence the culture of the Commanders. Meanwhile, Bengals supporters are grappling with the emotional dimension of the rumor, feeling the sting of potentially losing a fan favorite, while recognizing the business realities that drive professional sports. Analysts are pointing out that these human elements often play an underestimated role in trades, highlighting the complexity behind what might otherwise seem like a straightforward transaction. The anticipation is mounting, with sports media outlets racing to provide updates while ensuring that speculation doesn't outpace verified information, creating a tense environment where every snippet of insider knowledge becomes a headline in its own right. As the rumor continues to unfold, the focus shifts toward the practical logistics of the move, including potential trade details, contract negotiations, and timing of the official announcement. Sources suggest that both franchises are carefully calibrating the public messaging, aware that premature disclosure could disrupt locker room dynamics and fan sentiment. Analysts are dissecting possible scenarios, including draft picks, salary cap considerations, and restructuring of player contracts, attempting to forecast the ripple effects across the league. Fans are eagerly awaiting confirmation, knowing that the next tweet or press release could trigger a cascade of reactions, from celebratory celebrations in Washington to morning posts in Cincinnati. Media coverage is intense, with outlets prioritizing real-time reporting and live analysis, ensuring that every angle is explored and every rumor scrutinized. As speculation reaches a fever pitch, it is clear that the potential arrival of T. Higgins in Washington has captured the imagination of the NFL community, promising not only to reshape team rosters, but also to redefine conversations about strategy, player impact, and the ever-evolving narrative of professional football. The suspense is almost tangible, leaving fans, analysts, and insiders alike on the edge of their seats as the story develops. The potential move of T. Higgins to the Washington Commanders has ignited conversations about the very identity of the franchise, with insiders speculating that the team is positioning itself for a dramatic shift in offensive philosophy. Coaches are reportedly considering how Higgins' arrival could allow for more vertical passing schemes, stretching defenses, and creating opportunities for other receivers to thrive in open space. Analysts point out that his presence could relieve pressure on the running game, opening lanes for quarterbacks to exploit coverage mismatches. Meanwhile, Bengals strategists are said to be brainstorming contingency plans, debating whether to promote young talent, pursue other free agents, or adjust their offensive priorities entirely. The rumor has taken on a life of its own, with fans debating endlessly about Higgins' potential chemistry with Washington's quarterback and how his skill set might translate in high-pressure scenarios. Even casual observers are drawn into the discussion, imagining game-changing plays, sideline celebrations, and highlight reel moments that could define the upcoming season. As conversations unfold, the NFL community is captivated, not only by the speculation surrounding the logistics of the move, but also by the larger narrative it represents. The pursuit of excellence, the risks franchises are willing to take, and the unpredictable drama that keeps fans glued to the sport in a way few other rumors could. If you're enjoying the coverage, make sure to smash that like button and drop a comment with your thoughts on the Commanders' latest moves. We want to hear from you. Financial implications are also dominating the dialogue, with contract experts weighing in on how Higgins' reported deal could reshape salary cap strategies and affect other potential moves in the offseason. Insiders suggest that the Commanders may be offering a combination of guaranteed money, performance incentives, and long-term security that eclipses what the Bengals could match, explaining why the rumor has legs despite the loyalty Higgins has shown to his former team. Meanwhile, front offices across the league are monitoring the situation closely, understanding that a move of this magnitude could trigger a chain reaction of trades, free agent signings, and strategic pivots. Fantasy football communities have exploded in response, recalculating projected points and team rankings based on the assumption that Higgins will be a featured target in Washington's offense. Social media debates continue to escalate, with fan threads dissecting every conceivable scenario, from first-game performance predictions to season-long playoff projections. The speculation is layered, combining financial analysis, tactical insight, and pure fandom, creating a multidimensional frenzy that captures the essence of why rumors like this resonate so deeply within the NFL ecosystem. It's a story that feels bigger than a single player or team. It's a narrative about power, opportunity, and the high-stakes gamble that defines professional football. Meanwhile, whispers from the locker room suggest that players on both sides are processing the news with a mix of excitement, curiosity, and apprehension, further fueling the intrigue. Some teammates reportedly see Higgins' potential departure as a catalyst for personal growth, motivating younger receivers to step up, while others are anxious about how the change will affect chemistry and morale. On the Washington side, insiders hint that current players are buzzing about the prospect of joining forces with someone of Higgins' caliber, anticipating the new offensive possibilities and the competitive edge his presence could bring. Coaches are said to be strategizing ways to seamlessly integrate Higgins into existing formations, with film sessions, practice adjustments, and team meetings all focused on maximizing the potential impact of his skill set. Analysts are speculating that this locker room dynamic could influence early season performance, with team cohesion playing a critical role in translating talent into results on the field. The human element of the rumor, the friendships, rivalries, and interpersonal chemistry, adds an additional layer of drama, ensuring that every fan, commentator, and insider has an opinion. The unfolding narrative now encompasses not just trades and contracts, but also the emotional heartbeat of the teams involved, amplifying the suspense and giving the rumor a life that goes far beyond statistics or strategy. Speculation about the timing of the official announcement has reached fever pitch, with insiders hinting at a narrow window when both teams might release statements that could confirm or deny the deal. Sports networks are preparing special coverage, planning live analysis, and inviting pundits to speculate on air, knowing that viewership could spike dramatically depending on how the story develops. Social media platforms are littered with countdowns, fan polls, and threads dissecting every reported clue, with hashtags related to T. Higgins and the Commanders' transformation trending across multiple regions. Analysts are projecting the ripple effects on upcoming games, playoff chances, and draft strategy, imagining a scenario where Washington immediately climbs in the NFC East standings due to the addition of a game-changing receiver. Meanwhile, Bengals fans are mobilizing in online communities, debating potential replacements and lamenting the possibility of losing a beloved star while trying to remain hopeful for alternative acquisitions. The rumor has reached a level of intensity that few off-season stories achieve, blending strategic intrigue, emotional stakes, and cultural fascination in a way that keeps the entire NFL ecosystem hanging on every piece of news. Every minor update is scrutinized, dissected, and amplified, creating an atmosphere of anticipation reminiscent of the most dramatic trade rumors in recent memory. Thanks for tuning into District Command Central. Make sure to subscribe and follow us for all the Commanders news you need. Until next time, keep the faith and hail to the Commanders.